Assalamu my dudes, welcome back to PLB Green. Today, I'm going to be making some DIY budget bonsai shelves. No power tools required. As you can see, I've already got some of these DIY bonsai shelves, and I made these two sets about 6 months ago. They've held up really well, and they give me really good watering access for all of my trees. Each set is made up of 3 tiers, and each tier is 2.4 meters in length. So that's a total length of 7.2 meters per set. Really good option, really cheap, and I didn't need any power tools whatsoever to make this construction. No cement, no bolts. It's all just sitting on each other, but it's extremely stable, especially when it's up against a fence or a back wall. For one set of 3 tiers, you'll need 6 of these double Besser blocks and 2 of these single Besser blocks. You'll also need 3 lengths of some sort of hardwood, and you'll see that it tapers down towards the bottom. I find that this helps with water drainage when you're watering your trees. Go with a hardwood over a softwood because it will be more sustainable. Next step is to paint these planks down. I'm just painting them with a deck sealer. You don't have to do this step, but it just gives the planks a lot more longevity. It doesn't take long. Just grab a little roller and roll on the deck stain. Start off by putting down one of your double Besser blocks where you want your shelves to start. This is a lot easier if you have a flat surface like I do. I'm laying mine just on a cement block, which is part of my old driveway. If you don't, you'll have to level the ground beneath the blocks, otherwise your shelves will not be straight. Once you've placed the first block, move on to the second. Take your time, as placing the blocks is initially probably one of the most important parts. You want to line them up really carefully, make sure they're straight, and make sure they are perfectly stacked. Finishing off here with the last single Besser block. You can do any formation of Bessers for your shelves. I choose to do it this way because I like the top shelf to be taller than the first and second, just so I can have some taller trees on the second shelf. The next step is to measure out the length of your shelf so you can place your next set of blocks. My planks are 2.4 meters in length, so using a tape measure, I just measure that length out and place the block at the other end. It doesn't have to be perfect yet. You can always adjust it once you get your planks down. The next step is to start placing your planks down as the shelves. I always start with the bottom plank. That way I can make adjustments and slide the shelves back and make them completely straight. Once the first plank is down, grab your double Besser blocks and start to build up the wall of the opposite end of the shelves. Try and line it up with the other end of the shelves, and always get rid of debris from underneath the bricks so they are completely flush with the ground. I'm making the tallest back shelf first, and then I'm moving that initial shelf up to the top tier. Always make sure that it lines up with your Bessers and that the plank itself is as straight as you can get it, especially if you've already got existing shelves. Then the last double Besser can go down, clearing away any debris. And now you can slide your initial Besser up against the wall. The next 2 shelves go down And that's it. You've completed your bonsai shelves. At the end, I add a second coat to the top part of the shelves because this is the section of the shelves that receives the most wear and tear from the watering of the bonsais. You could also see there that the bottom shelf was a little bit wobbly. That's because I didn't check the plank of wood when I bought it from the hardware store. It is important to see that the shelves are really straight. That one had a warp in it, and I ended up taking it back and replacing it for free. And that, my dudes, completes another set of bonsai shelves. I now have 3 tiers of 3 shelves, each of those 2.4 meters long. Plenty more room for my collection to grow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on PLB Green.